Hello everyone and welcome to Kately Co.
Alright, hello everyone. So today I made a speed build renovating the BFF household. We don't change too much of the actual layout of the place. I end up just making a built-in wardrobe for summer. But this household is based on a couple of roommates who live together. They are Travis, Liberty, and Summer. This is in Willow Creek and it's in the base game. So right now I am just gutting the place, taking out pretty much everything, and we're even going to replace the windows and stuff. So yeah. When I was trying to get a feel for this place, I really wanted each room's uniqueness to come through, and I decided for Travis, we would end up going for like this kind of grungy look. Liberty was listed as like a free spirit, so I gave her more of a boho room. And Summer kind of has more of a, I don't know, probably more like a stereotypical young adult room. I don't know how to describe it. There's a lot of CC for that on the Sims resource for Summer's room. I ended up downloading CC for Travis and Liberty. For Travis, I ended up looking up Grunge Room, but for Liberty, I ended up using a boho pack. Let me see if I can look it up right now. A boho pack. I have a document with all my CC listed and when I got it, so I can see from my new more recent stuff. It is from Sixam, Sixam. It is beautiful CC, but we'll get to that later. So we've kind of taken out everything, replaced the lights, replaced the doors, and I'm going to put in new windows, and we are going to get some new wallpaper in here. So we're really kind of fleshing it out, making it look a little better. Trying to find good wallpaper. I end up going for like that purpley color in Liberty's room, and I think we stick with that. We go for more of a grayish color for Travis, and then Liberty I end up changing it to like a orangey yellowy color. Yeah. Changing up the outside of the house. So when you play with the Sims, do you play the pre-made households at all, or do you like to make your own Sims? I've played since Sims 2, and I always liked making my own Sims and giving them my own backstory, but I would like move them into some of the pre-existing households and just kick the others out. Because for me, I kind of want to evolve them in my own way. And for a pre-existing Sim, you don't know if maybe the storyline you have in mind really goes with how they were created. Granted, that's the whole thing in The Sims. You can kind of do whatever you want. So if you wanted to make Liberty completely different and not like have her more be a studious Sim, like instead of a free spirit, which you could be free spirited and studious, I guess, but like you could just evolve it however you want because it's The Sims, right? So I felt like when I looked up the descriptions for each of these characters, I was really surprised by Liberty's room because I didn't feel like it really gave off her vibe that she was described as being. So we changed that in the end with some different CC that we get in here. But yeah, I end up going for my favorite windows, the standard base game, these brown ones, but I think I changed them to white. But they look so good. They're my favorite windows. Eventually, I do need to get the high school years pack. I think that has some really great stuff that I could have used in this build. So if you have high school years and you want to flesh out this build with some of that stuff, I think it'll look really good. Changing up the fencing here. I didn't really like how many kind of like pillars or stoppers were in the fence, so I tried to get this fence here to have more of an elongated fence look. As best as we could in The Sims with the way that the little pillar pieces auto fit into place. Changing the deck, doing a darker deck because of course I would do darker colors. Taking a good look at the house, seeing if I want to do white pillars, but I don't know, the white looks a little too stark because the house isn't really white. It looks more like a beigeish color, so we end up going for those dark pillars. And I'm kind of taking a look at the neighboring houses that I've already renovated and seeing if this kind of fits on the street a little bit. It doesn't have to be exact. This isn't like one of those cookie cutter houses, you know, but yeah, I just want to make it look like it fits in the neighborhood. So doing the bathrooms first, getting them out of the way. Bathrooms are pretty quick and easy. We have that nice CC counter that I think I end up using in the kitchen as well. I end up needing to get the island that matches the CC counters that I use in the kitchen because I didn't have them at first. Yep, finding a nice mirror. We end up going for a round one. I like round mirrors in the bathroom. I just think they look really nice. Adding in a hanging plant in the bathroom, just a single plant. Bathrooms are pretty standard. Nothing too crazy going on. Trying to get a curtain that works. We end up going with a CC curtain. Some great CC curtains out there. Adding in some extra pieces in the bathroom here. I sized up this art piece that comes in the Potter head, I think, is that what I did? And yeah, it ended up going into Summer's room. Adding in the curtains. I have move objects on so I can alt place the furniture. So it helps give it more of an accurate placement instead of sticking to the grid. And I do end up using this puffer head CC pack in this room. I got it for like a magic user child because I do have Realm of Magic, but I really wanted to try and use it in this space. We end up changing it up because I didn't feel like it fits Travis's aesthetic. So that does end up changing. But the room ends up completely furnished. So if you're curious what that set looks like in a furnished room, we will see it. And I wanted to make a built-in closet for Summer's room. So I do end up making an extension on the place just so I can have a built-in closet. Yeah, we close that off so it fits a little bit better to the build. It's gotta fill in the siding, fix the roofing. Put that closet door in. The closet isn't actually functional. It's just there because it looks nice. people probably should make builds functional when they make them, but for me, I envision all the gameplay in my head. Sometimes I do gameplay, but I, for the most part, end up just imagining it, and so if it's not functional in The Sims, it doesn't really matter. But I saw that trick for building in a built-in wardrobe, and it can be functional if you pull the dresser through the door far enough, but I decided I didn't really like how it looked in that room, so we just do a standard dresser in Liberty's room. Getting in a nice vanity. Adding in some mirrors. Adding in the plants. Every room gets a fan. Really fleshing out these bedrooms here. Giving some side tables to Summer's room. We have that different side table for Liberty. Now we gotta fill in the side tables with extra bits and bobs. Get a nice rug in this space. Going for more neutral tones for Summer's room. And Liberty's ends up changing. I kind of go with yellow accents in her room at first, and it looks great, and we'll see what it looks like. But it does end up changing. This still has the yellow in it. Love that dresser. I think we got that as like a free update in the game, so that's just like a base game free update item. But it looks cute, and it looks great in the yellow swatch. Adding in some wall decor. Fixing the bed so they don't clip with the curtains. These are the Potterhead posters, or Pufferhead posters. Adding in some clutter on the dresser. A lot of my clutter is CC. So if you see a clutter piece you like, definitely check my CC that I've linked down below. Adding in a hamper into each room gives it more of a lived-in touch. This doesn't have like a laundry room. I know The Sims has a laundry room pack, but I wasn't really sure if this space would have a laundry room in it, because base game didn't really build houses to fit a laundry room because it didn't have a laundry pack in the beginning. So I don't know if you would like build in an extension to make a laundry room in this house, because I guess it would work to have a laundry room, but I guess everyone's just gonna have to go to the laundromat in this place because we don't have laundry in this house. Well, we have laundry. We don't have a laundry room. And I figured Travis was more of a gamer, so I wanted to give him a nice gaming PC. So ended up doing that, but like I said, we kind of change up his room a little bit later. Looking at these CC counters, custom content counters, to see which one I like in this space. And I really like the like marble type countertops with these. For being supposedly like roommate young adults, this ends up being a very nice looking kitchen for like, you know, younger folks. I feel like it probably realistically wouldn't be such a nice kitchen here, but I was decorating it to make it look pretty. So yeah, we have a little cut here because I had to go and download the island counters because I didn't have them at first. I only had the regular counters. So here we are building a giant island for this kitchen. Since the kitchen is so big, might as well. But yeah, realistically, I just feel like this adds to the value of the home. So I'm not sure if like roommates would be in it. Maybe they would, but it's a beautiful kitchen, I think. Adding in some rugs. That runner goes really well in the hallway. It's just base game. Finishing up the kitchen here. Ended up putting a sink in the island, which looks nice. Trying to figure out some cabinets that go with the countertops because I don't think I downloaded matching cabinets, but I make it work. I think we do end up going with more of this gray color for the cabinets. And I end up adding this taller cabinet piece in, which helps kind of blend it into the countertops. There's some weird shading lighting going on above the fridge, but sometimes that happens with CC. So now we're adding in some kitchen clutter. I do go pretty heavy with the kitchen clutter and kind of make the kitchen look a little messy because I figured, you know, the roommates here maybe aren't the cleanest group of people, so I wanted to make it look like there was a lot of stuff strewn about on the countertops. We could fit like everything in here since the kitchen is so big. Wait, they even get a dishwasher. Fancy. So I went with those blue countertop chairs. And when I did that, I was like, ooh, I really want to go blue for the living room. So when I end up finding a couch here, I'm looking for a couch that comes in a blue swatch because that's what I decided I wanted to go with. And I did find one. Yep, we go with that white, like, TV console area. Looking at the clutter pieces. I was gonna try and add stuff to the TV console, but there was only one slot and it was like in the little cabinet door, which was kind of cool that they made that into a slot, but we couldn't really fit a whole lot on that TV table thing. So I'm making a little office area here. Travis's room had a little gaming space in it, but there are no computers in Liberty or Summer's room, so I figured we'd have a computer area out here for them to use as well. And I figure maybe one of them has a laptop that they use, or they both have laptops, I don't know, but I put a computer area out here. Adding in an easel for some skill building. Adding in a guitar in Travis's room. I think he had a guitar in the original, so I wanted to add that back in. Added in a digital art tablet. I feel like there would be a tablet lying around in this place. I love that rug. Pretty sure that was a Get Famous rug, and it has that teal color kind of mixed in with it, and it just ties the blue couch in really well. I really love that rug. So looking for some more pieces, adding in some more gaming stuff into Travis's room, finding some bags and stuff that go on the ground. Let's see. Pillows, filling the space with pillows. Adding in some more clutter on the kitchen counters. Putting some shoes near the front door. I feel like that's pretty realistic. I decide against putting this on the bed. And then there is a slot on this bedside tape on the bed that holds stuff. So that was pretty cool that you could put stuff on the bed in the Puffermore set. Or Pufferhead. I'm never going to get that name right, am I? Candle in the kitchen, because that makes sense. It does. A candle in the kitchen. Put a wastebasket in the office area, adding some pillows to the couch. Going for that blue color on the pillows. Adding some stuff that's hung up near the entryway. Just adding some more things in the kitchen. Yeah, I found this neon light, which is CC, and it looks really good in Summer's room. Yeah, that Pufferhead set has those string lights, and they're perfect. They are meant to go around the bed, I think, but they looked great around the TV. Got some makeup set, so here's some bathroom clutter stuff, and I end up putting some of the makeup on that vanity that we have in Summer's room. And now we'll work on the outside, because I haven't even touched outside yet. So we're gonna make this, it's nothing too crazy, you know, it's enough to like sit outside and entertain and do your thing, but you know, adding the trash can, changing out the mailbox. And this was really lackluster, this backyard. Oh, I add the vines in, but I end up deleting them because they clip too much inside. So we'll see. We'll get rid of those later. They just don't really work anyway, so we don't end up using them. So I'm trying to frame the house with some bushes here, but I didn't really like the way they look. They just kind of look a little clunky like that, so I end up going for these purple flowers. These purple flowers are great. I use them a lot, if you couldn't tell. They line houses really well if you're looking for that look. And I'm moving the little planters aside, and they had this terrain paint, so I fixed it up a bit. Didn't really like that. It was a little too much. Adding some more terrain paint around the plants that go around the house. Adding some bushes along the back. Trying to figure out how to fill this yard space, because I didn't know what to put there, and I don't think we really end up doing much. We just do like a stone path that goes to the planters. Oh yeah, adding in the rocks. We end up lining one of the sides of the house with rocks. Not the house, but like the fencing. Yeah, and then I frame the walkway here with rocks. Which helps, you know, line the edges of things, which I like to do. Trying to figure out what to do at the front here, and I end up having to use move objects to get a plant where I want it in here. Oh yeah, I tried to get it in there, but I couldn't get it to work. There we go. Adding in some sunflowers. The sunflowers themselves can look pretty sparse, but if you add them on top of other flowers or bushes, they look really cute. Moving this closer to the house, that came with the house, those bushes. And then I'm lining some more bushes over here. And it already had, like, it had so much dirt path, so I ended up adding some more grass. I usually like to line the house with some dirt because it makes sense, but that was like too much dirt. So I ended up filling it, some of it in with grass. Here I'm trying to figure out how to fill the backyard space. I don't think we end up doing much with that. We just kind of leave it. And I'm looking here to see if the house goes with the other houses, if it fits. And I wanted to add more seating out here. I figured people probably just chill outside in the backyard having parties, you know, since these are young adult college age students. So I added a little seating area. The backyard is looking pretty nice, but I didn't want to leave it bare and kind of gross, so I do want to make it look a little nice. I didn't feel like that fountain fit. I really tried to find something to put in this backyard space, but nothing really worked. Oh yeah, I add this little stone terrain paint to kind of fill the space, so like a little stone path that goes to the planters. Lining the fencing with some more rocks to fill the space. Now we're working on the front porch. Always nice to add a little plant to the front porch. Looking at what else goes, that doesn't stay. It just doesn't go. Trying to find some other bits and bobs to add. Yeah, that doesn't go. So here's what the house is looking like, and we'll do a little walkthrough. Oops, we've got some vines clipping in the house. I'm just going to delete them because it can be really hard to make them work. So I'm checking the house for more vine clipping. Alright, so here we have the bedroom that ends up changing. So this is what it looks like before. And this ends up changing as well. So this is what it looks like before. It still looks really nice. So now I got new CC to make the spaces look different. I wanted to go for a more grungy look for Travis and a boho look for Liberty. Look at that bed. Isn't that just gorgeous? Yeah, I zoomed out a bit so you can see that bed. The detailing is wonderful. That's by a custom content creator. And again, I will link the stuff down below. Definitely support custom content creators if you can, because oftentimes they offer their stuff for free and it's really great stuff. So would highly recommend supporting them in any way you can. Adding some more of these grunge pieces to Travis's bedroom. Got that blanket that goes on the bed. Trying to add some fairy lights in. Changing up this rug. I end up layering the rug. change those curtains to more of that beigey orange tone. We add in this handcrafted piece on the wall. Yeah, and this is where I kind of layer the rugs a bit, which I think looks really good. Yeah, those canopies came with the boho pack, but didn't really fit in this space, so we couldn't use them. Oh, and this beautiful chair. They didn't have an exact wall height for the chair. Like, that one should have worked, but it didn't work in the space, so we ended up going for this, like, shorter one. So just pretend that it works and that it fits. Trying to spruce up Summer's room a little bit more, but I couldn't get a blanket to work on the bed, even with move objects, so we forego the blanket. Adding in some more pieces. Alright, so now we'll do a walkthrough of the house. This is what it's looking like. Should I get rid of my camera so we can fully see everything in its glory? Alright, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!